Hello, my friends. This is Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show, and I am home, and I am tired. But I had promised that I was going to redo the earlier broadcast that I attempted to do when I was in Tucson, Arizona earlier this morning, and I had horrible Wi-Fi. I hope you like the graphic that I used when I got when I had that failure of Wi-Fi in a hotel room. So I know better than to try that, but I promise you when I tested it, it looked really good. It looked like it was going to be good. So darn. I have another lesson that I learned. Yesterday was supposed to be a 1 day into Tucson and back out and home. So I didn't pack anything. I just, had to, I put a change of shirt in my backpack. But even if you are flying somewhere, and it is going to be, if you're flying anywhere, even though it's going to be one of those where you're going to go and come back in the same day, always pack a toothbrush and toothpaste. I know all of you already know this, and deodorant and hair gel. If you're like me and use hair gel, you can see my hair is kind of fluffing out. That's because I used hand lotion that the Best Western that I was at had as hair gel. I figured lotion couldn't hurt your hair, right? It was going to turn my hair gray and make it fall out. And what else? There's probably some needs that women have that you should probably always have with you. But again, women probably already know this. Men, I'm just telling you, even though you think it's going to be just a one-day thing, you get it, the flight home could get canceled. And you end up in a hotel, and even though they have those flimsy toothbrushes they can give you, no deodorant today, so I'm going sans deodorant. So there's a lesson. I also learned something else. A lady that I was sitting next to at a bar as I was getting a Bloody Mary this morning to, just to relax before my flight. She pulled out a clear plastic bag, and I saw the little bottles of vodka that she had in there. Now this sounds really bad on the surface now that I'm explaining it, but she had like 4 bottles of vodka, those little tiny bottles, some limes and some lemons, and something else. I forgot, maybe some packets of salt or something like that. I can't remember all that she had in there, but she had the fixins for whatever she was going to drink when she was on the plane. And she says you can go through TSA with those bottles as long as it's in a clear plastic bag. Who knew? That saves you $10, whatever it was, $12 for a Bloody Mary at an airport. So, she knew how to do it. But so there's my tips for today. All right, we're going to go through ClickFunnels really fast. And I'm going to give you a couple links that I want you to click on. It's really important. If you don't have, and I'm going to, a question came across, I believe it was Deb. I think it was Deb Cole, who said, or it could have been Charmaine, I can't remember which one, but who asked, hey, I have Kajabi. I don't want to have to buy ClickFunnels. Well, you don't, because Kajabi now has what's called pipelines, and you really don't need Kajabi. However, if you're going to do anything outside of Kajabi, any kind of sales funnels, say you're going to, sell somebody else's affiliate, somebody else's product, and you're an affiliate. If you are going to attempt to sell some things that are on Amazon, and you're just simply using your Amazon referral link in some type of sales presentation you're going to be doing, and that's your only product, or you're selling a product outside of Kajabi, then you'll probably need ClickFunnels, because Pipelines works with products that are within the Kajabi platform. All right, so there's a chance you might need those. The URL that's actually in the description is for my campaign that I'm going to be talking about, and I would love it. I would love it if you'd click on it and go through the sequence. It's a free mini course. It's 4 lessons that I put together on video. I would love for you to go through it and tell me if it doesn't work for you. Tell me if there's any glitches. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me anything. I can take it. I'm really thick-skinned, and I would love to hear those things. If I misspelt stuff, I'm sure I did. That goes without saying. There is a book that I'm telling everybody, and this isn't the first time I'm bringing it up, but I'm telling everybody about the book that I'm reading called .com Secret, and that, of course, is Russell Brunson's Russell Brunson's book, and I'm telling everybody about it. I think that it is a fantastic book, and one of the things he talks about, I'm going to go to misspellings here, and he says he actually has to remember to make sure that there is misspellings or misuse of a word in his emails so that it looks authentic, so you don't look like a total professional. And so it was interesting to read that, and I go, well, shit, I don't have to try. I just have to write anything, and there's something in there that's going to be wrong, and that's just how I roll. Because I type in, that's how I've written, 7 #1 best-selling books, and that is I just type without grammar, without anything. I don't worry about anything. I just type. And I've gotten into a really bad habit of doing that and then sending it. And so, so back to the point. I want you to go to the link that's in the description. That is my campaign. It's free. There's 4 lessons in that free mini course. And then in the end, of course, I'm launching a product that has to do with that mini course. So you can learn everything you need to know in those 4 videos. But if you want to speed up the process of putting it all together, then I have my course that will help you do that. So you don't have to purchase. All right. So what I was confused about, and I'm going to share, oops, I should have already done this. What I'm going to share with you is how to set up the email sequence that goes out. All right. And what I'm doing, I'm just messing around with my, my desktop here because I want to make sure that I can see any comments that might be coming in. I can see there's people watching. I was just saying this the other day, and I'm not sure if it was on Create, Launch It, Profits Facebook page or this one, but I did a live on my Falco Canine Academy Facebook page. 400 people were on that particular thing, and I got 2 people to comment and tell me where they're from. If you're watching this, please tell me that you're watching. Tell me where you're from. Ask me any questions. Disagree with me, telling me that I'm full of crap. I don't care. I need some input. It helps me with my broadcast, right? It helps Facebook seeing that people are engaging in my my Facebook Live, and it will push it out to other people. So please do me a favor and comment. Oops, I did the wrong one. After all that talking, I did the absolute wrong one. What was I thinking? All right, here we go. Let's do this again. So now I got to share another screen because you can't stop sharing a screen for some reason. I don't know why that is. All right, now I got the right one. All right, up to broadcast, and I'm going to make myself small here. All right, so here is the inside of my Facebook group Goldmine Funnel, which is a product launch. Let me actually back out a little bit farther here. Oh, that's really interesting. That is so interesting. My little buttons aren't showing up. Here, let me refresh this page. There should be some buttons that allow me to exit. Why are they not showing up? So very strange. Oh, I see. Never mind. That's when I go into this. All right, there's my squeeze page. All right, so this is the squeeze page. So what I was thinking, what I was confused about is I thought that in each one of these sequences here, I would have to do an email in there. And it just didn't make any sense the way that it was going. And I couldn't figure it out. And I couldn't get it to work. And so I finally, of course, it's a man thing. Probably, some women do the same thing where you try, and then you finally ask. When the first moment that I didn't know what to do, I should have asked. And it would have saved me a hell of a lot of time. But you're going to go to the squeeze page. And now the video 1, video 2 are these videos that are going to be sent out one day after the other. So this is really a 3-day program. Well, wait, I guess actually 4-day. And you'll see why I had this confusion. But so when you're on the squeeze page, so when you have that one highlighted, you're going to go to automation. And here in automation is where you set up your email sequences. All right. And so here is where you add an email. If you see right down here, right in the middle, the bottom part, they should have this up on the top. I don't know why it's down here, but right down here in the middle, you see me circling, hopefully with my cursor. I'll make my cursor bigger. There you go. Right in the middle, add a new email. So that's where you're going to click and add a new email, and then it'll show up after your welcome. So the very first one that's already in here that ClickFunnels puts in you is this first one, this first welcome to Facebook group Goldmines. Actually, I named it that. It doesn't say that on yours. It'll say something else. All right. But you change the name, and that comes out immediately, not immediately. And there you go. That's where you see that right there. So as soon as they put their name and email address on the squeeze page, let me go back to the squeeze page so you can see what that looks like. So I want to make sure it's very, very clear. And right here, when we go to edit page, sorry that Be Live desktop sharing thing is right there in the middle of everything. I moved it down, but it made a ghost version that's just sitting there for some reason. All right, so this is the squeeze page, right? So this is what it looks like without the editing boxes that come up, of course. And then they put their name and email address here, and then down here is the email, and then they click training. When they hit get training now, it then triggers that immediate email to go to them. And plus, this changes to this very first video. So immediately upon signing in, you get the first video, which is called Who is Your Customer, right? So that's the very first video they get in the 4-video series. All right, so let's back out. These were the buttons I were looking for earlier, but like I said, I was thinking I was in a different spot. All right, so now when I want the second one to go out, I go to automation. Once I have those other pages created and looking good, then they're showing they're in that gray column there. Then you come over here and you go to add an email, and you add an email. It then opens up in an editor, and you edit it, right? And you put in the title, your subtitle, whatever it's called, and then underneath that, I want to learn more about Andy Falco Jimenez. That's a link to my my website that's just about what it is I do and how I do it and where I've been and my history and my testimonials that people have given me. And then it has the paragraph that you want them to read. I may change this based on what I'm reading in .com Secrets. He'd get, oh my God, that book is so good. I cannot say enough about it. I really am just, I'm saying you need to get it, and it's free. So get the book. But there's some really good ideas that I can use and put them, I can change this email to make it a little bit better. And then down here, then that's the button that they go to be able to click the video. So when you click on that as you're editing it, here's where you put the URL from that next video that you want. This is where you put the URL. All right, there's a button, link, URL, and you put it right there. All right, so what I suggest that you do is do this all at once. And how could I back out of this? All right, gotta get rid of that. Click somewhere else, I imagine. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to close. And so what you do is you go down here into video 1. And when you open up video 1, when the campaign shows here, right here is where you get that URL. Do you see that? So you're going to copy. You can copy that. You're going to go back to the squeeze page. I know these are a few steps here. You would think that it might be a little bit easier, but and I hate to tell you, but this is the way you do it. And then you go to automation. You go to that, this is that second video. So it's video number 2, frequently asked questions and should ask questions. You go into editor, you click on this button, the drawer drops down, and then this is where you paste the URL that I just copied from the video itself. Do you see that? So now you're done with that. If you're done with all the copy, you're gonna have to delete some pre-created sections that are already on there for you. You just delete them and put your own on there. And it's very easy to do. You see this plus sign that comes up there. You hit this plus sign, and this is where you get your different parts of the email. Bullet point list, calendar, date, social media, image, blah, blah, blah. You can put all that on there. All right. So you do that. And then once you're done with it, you go to hit save, and then you hit close. All right. So, and then you go to the next one. First, I would go to video number 2. Oh, so sorry. Nope, not video number 2. See, this is where the numbers get confusing, because video 2 is actually the one that comes out, you know, the second day. And then this is video 3 is the one that's called Go Live. All right, you're going to copy the URL and then go back to squeeze page. Go back to automation. And then go to this Go Live one that you've already created, open in an editor, and that's where you put the URL. All right, so that'll make sense, and you keep doing that through your sequence. Now I'm gonna, like I said in the earlier one that you probably couldn't hear very well, I'm gonna add another email that says something. So this is what it looks like. So if I go, I think it was this one here. So this is the template that I was using. So I'm gonna use this template. I'm gonna click on it and select, oh, I didn't put my stuff in here. So my name is Andy. Oops. And there's my, oops, yep, there's my email address, and there's my, yep, that's my business, and then everyone, and now use that as a template. Okay, so it'll now open up, unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? You know what? Oh, create email. So you got to select that one. Template selected. There you go. Create email. Oh, that's weird. I got to change the name. So the settings. Go back to settings. Maybe not that. Hold on. See, now I got to fix it because I did something obviously terribly wrong. Pre-header, preview, save. You know what? Let's just get rid of it because I did something wrong. Trash it. Add new email. Oh, subject of your email. There you go. That's why you don't want to fill in all that stuff. I knew there was a reason why I didn't want to click on it to autofill. There we go. Subject. Did you miss the videos? Please say it isn't so. That's how I'm going to give it for right now. All right, now I'm going to use this for a template. Here we go. Create email. Now we did it. All right. So now this is the one that's going to come on the 4th day. So this comes on the very first day. This comes on day 1, the day after. Day 2, 2 days after. Day 3, 3 days after. And day 4, hey, did you miss the videos? And then I'm going to send them a link to go back to start with video 1. All right. Actually, you know what you can do is I can put different buttons. I can put a button for video 1, button for video 2, button for video 3. I could do that. And that way, if they only watch the first 2, but didn't watch the 3rd one, then they can go there and then video number 4. Huh. So that's what I think about. I'll think about doing that and see. So I'm going to go ahead and save what I got there and just leave it kind of hanging. All right. So, and then what I'm going to do, I got to make sure and fix this, is I don't want it to go out. I don't want it to go out immediately. I want it to go, so email delay, I want it to go out, delayed days. I want it to go out on the 4th day. All right, so I'm flying to Nashville tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll, somewhere along in the airport or wherever I'm, because I think I have a long layover to Nashville. I'll type out that email tonight. I'll work on a little bit of something before I go to bed, and then I'll plug in the email and get it all nice and ready. And then you'll see, if once you opt into the campaign, what I decided to do for that 4th video. I may have even changed the title. Who knows? But that's how you set it up, and then it should work out good for you. So what I would love, whoever's watching right now, I would love for you to click on the campaign, put your name and email address there in there, and just get the sequence, right? Please, I would love that. I know you have nothing else to do, other than your own life and your own business and your own kids, I'm sure, or grandkids. But if you could, I would appreciate it. If you would do that, that would be fantastic. But that's how you get that sequence out to people once they sign up for your product launch sequence and that free mini course. I think I need to do a better job on the very first video. I may change my first video now that I'm, read a little bit more of the book. I think I'm on my, almost done with my 2nd time, and then I'm going to go back a 3rd time of reading that book. And each time I get more out of it. And so after reading it a 2nd time, I think I might want to change the videos just a little bit. But besides that, if you could go in there and opt into the sequence, that would be fantastic. What other link did I have? Oh, I was going to give you a link for 14 days free on for ClickFunnels. Do I have that one in here? I'm looking at my Bitly site to see if I have the shortened. No. It is in my notes, though. I know that for sure. So let me get my notes here really quick. All right. So ClickFunnels 14-day. There it is. So this is, if you don't have ClickFunnels, try it for 14 days. What the hell? And see how easy it is. I think it's super, super duper easy. And you should be able to use it. I see the people that are watching are not putting their name in the comment section. You may be watching this on one of the syndicated Facebook pages, and so that I'm not seeing it, but maybe I'll see it later. But if you're watching this in a replay, please put your name in there and just say, hey, this is Fred Smith, and I'm watching this from wherever. Nashville, Tennessee. All right, just put that in there. I would really appreciate it because I just want to know who's watching. And if again, just to begin a dialogue with you and just to say, hey, all right, that is it. That's how you do that email sequence. Again, those of you that had watched the earlier one and it was very frustrating because the sound was horrible, I am sorry. I probably should actually delete that. I should have deleted it earlier. I don't know why I didn't. But hopefully this is a cleaner version. I see my picture over here is flickering a little bit. I'm not sure if you're seeing that or not, but I'll watch the replay and see what's going on. All right, that's technology. That's what we're dealing with. All right, I will talk to you later, and you'll be hearing from me from Nashville, Tennessee. All right, talk to you later. Bye.